Hi guys, it's Snow again. I'm making this video because somebody requested that I make a get ready with me video. It's taken me a while to figure out how to do this because I have my tablet set up here and then my mirror over here. So you'll see me looking back and forth. But I'm not going to be doing anything like exceptionally elaborate, so this video is not like super long. So let's get down to it and let's go ahead and get ready. I'm just going out for errands and going to school today. So I'm not going to be doing, like I said, anything like huge. But first I would start out with moisturizer. And I just use this one because it's kind of cheap. And I just put that underneath my eyes. I try to avoid my chin area because no matter what kind of moisturizer I use, it always makes my chin area break out. So... but I like to make sure that my under eyes are moisturized. And up here. So putting moisturizer on for me takes a little bit longer. And then I put on sunscreen. Just any sunscreen will do. I use sunscreen because I have a skin condition known as vitiligo or vitiligo. I've heard it pronounced both ways, and I'm not really sure which way is 100% the way it is. But that just means that I'm more susceptible to the sun. And then I have these white patches on my skin. So I like to make sure that I use sunscreen every day, just in case. Because I don't really burn in my white areas. I just sort of turn really pink and painful. And then the skin sort of peels off and it hurts a lot. So I always use the sunscreen. And then I will go in with my concealer, which I use the NYX HD concealer. And 01. Also known as porcelain. Use that under my eyes. Just to sort of brighten them up. A little bit up here because I have a scar up there. A little bit around my nose because my nose gets red. A little bit on my chin because my chin gets really red. Over here because I have some freckles. I like to use it on my eyes. It's sort of a, I'm too lazy to actually prime primer. I use my sponge. I always dampen my sponge. This sponge is from Real Techniques. I bought it at Walmart for cheap. And I like to just moisten it. I make this water out of rosemary leaves and just water, sort of like you're making tea. And I let it cool and then I use that. I just particularly like it. I use it for my sponges, to dampen them, and also to dampen if I'm going to use eyeshadows wet, things like that. I just prefer it. It's not something that you have to make or have. I like to make my own things where I can. In case you can't tell, I'm using this flat end of the sponge here. And then I'll go in with, I used to use this one, which is Porcelain Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I'm not particularly like this one. It's in porcelain. That matches my skin tone. But I don't particularly like that one. I just got it because it's cruelty free. It actually looks really cakey on. So I just keep it in case I ever need something that looks normal. But right now I'm using this Super Color Clown White that I saw on Black Friday's channel. She uses it a lot thicker than I do. I don't use it as thick. I use a like a small sheen of it, because when I put it on real thick like she does, it tends to move around on me. It doesn't really want to stay. So I don't use it thick like she does. Even if I powder it, it doesn't want to work with me. It might be my skin, my type of skin, or it might be the way she's using it is better than the way I'm using it, which is more than likely the case because I'm not a makeup artist. And she's been wearing makeup probably a lot longer than me and knows the ropes a lot better than I do. So I put like a light sheen on it, just enough to change colors. Well, give it that like white cast, which is what I'm looking for. Because that's the aesthetic that I'm going for. I also don't work this onto like my ears or onto like my neck, like you would do with a normal makeup routine. Mainly because my neck is tattooed, so it's not really going to matter if I work it onto my neck. Plus, you can tell that while I do have a light skin tone, it's not this light. So you can basically tell this is not my natural skin color. And since that's not what I'm going for, I just kind of don't care. So I don't worry about working it onto my neck and stuff, or my ears and things like that. I mean, if you're trying to get a perfect makeup look, then you probably want to work it onto your neck or ears and stuff like that. But since I just using it for the aesthetic, the color, it's not really going to cover anything unless I put it on like as thick as she does. And since I am not a makeup master, I cannot get it to work with my skin that thick. But I like the color that it gives me, and that's basically what I'm looking for. It's just a brightening, whiter color for my face. And then once that's done, I'll put on some powder. I use this NYX Twin Cake powder. I try to keep everything cruelty free. I know this one is no longer cruelty free because they now are owned by, which one is it? L'Oreal, which is their parent company now, which is not cruelty free. So I will have to find a different powder once I've run out of this, which I am almost out. I've hit Major Pan in it. It's one of my favorite powders, and I've used this flat kabuki I found on Amazon. Can't remember the name of the company, but it said that it was cruelty free and synthetic, so I use that. Powder. And then I'm going to contour, and I use this City Color Collections contour palette, which is also cruelty free. I got it at Five Below, but it's got 3 colors: a bronze, a highlight, and a contour. I've just been using the contour. I actually want to switch to a more like grayish toned contour, but for right now this will work until I run out, and then I will find a different contour. Because I think a grayish color would work better with my aesthetic. I'm just waiting until I run out of this one in order to buy a new one. So I like to use things up until they're gone. I don't like to waste things unless it's something that needs to be thrown out because it's no longer good. No point in getting sick. Sorry about that, I had to pause. I had gotten something in my eye. I use this Sonia Kashuk flat brush for my contour. Bought that at Target. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild unicorn brush for highlighter. A lot of times, sometimes I'll use blush and sometimes I won't. If I'm in a hurry, I usually won't use it. I'll just use highlighter and be done, which is what I'm going to do today because I don't want this video to be like super long. I do own blushes, Most of the time I use these cruelty-free ones from City Color. Like I use this one quite often, pink grapefruit, and this one, which is papaya, which is more of like a tannish. And I got a couple more. For highlighters, I usually use this Makeup Revolution one and the Golden Lights. I wanted the pinkier colored one, but they never had it at Ulta, and I have these Wet n Wild ones that I use quite often. Or Throw at You, whichever one happens first. This is Wet n Wild Limited Edition Everlasting Glow. And then I have the Unicorn one, which is what I'm going to use today. I actually just ordered a new one off of that Hush website, because I saw a couple of reviews on the makeup from Hush, and I ordered some eyeshadow and some highlighters, and maybe I'll do a review on those when I get them. Alright, now I'm going to move on to eyes. You really can't see anything in this light, which doesn't really help. I'm just going to do a quick eyeshadow look. I have this Wizardry and Witchcraft eyeshadow palette. Inside looks like this. Probably going to use that today. I'm probably just going to do like a simple black and white look. So I will take my NYX Milk pencil and put that all over the lid. Alright, put that in there. I'm going to use the black in the palette. I just sort of work it into the crease area. I'll probably do a more elaborate eyeshadow look when I'm not doing like the entire get ready with me, so that the video is not taking that long. I'm just going to use one, like a 2-color type eyeshadow look instead of like a transition color and all of that. And I am way better at doing, I don't know if anybody's like this, but I'm way better at doing this eye than this eye. Whenever I do this eye, it comes out great. And then whenever I do this eye, it comes out patchy. I don't know if that's just me or that's everybody. They have like one good eye and one, like, no matter what you do with it, it comes out crappy eye. Just comes out like patchy and weird. I'm going to use this angled crease brush. Put a little bit of black on that and just sort of give it that winged out look, because I like that winged out eyeshadow look. That's all done. And then on the inner side of my eye, I'm going to use, or on the lid, my my cats just broke something. I'll figure that out later. I'm going to use this NYX eyeshadow, single eyeshadow in Frostbite. That all over the lid. Corner. I'm going to take the same flat brush and put this one here, Potions, up underneath my bone. And I'm going to take a fluffier brush, sort of just work in there a little bit, give it a little bit of a swipe, nothing crazy. This is super simple, like easy crap today. Not really caring if it looks muddy kind of thing. Next I'm going to do eyeliner. Figure out what my cats have broken. This. Okay, so for eyeliner, I use this Essence Dip Brow, or Dip Liner. When I do my eyebrows, I use this Essence Gel Liner for eyebrows, or I'll use it for eyeliner, depending on how I'm feeling. And I just broke my eyeliner. Alright, fixed it. It looks kind of like this. I like ones with a finer tip, but it'll work, and it's cheap. Just to save time, I'm going to pause and do the other eye. And then we're going to move on to false eyelashes. I use these false eyelashes that I found on eBay that are relatively cheap. They're called Christina 43s. They're 100% human hair, because I don't use anything made out of animal hair if I can avoid it, or anything like that. So I just take those, and I use this Duo eyelash glue. It's the latex-free kind. And I just sort of go around the band. See if I can. I know a lot of people just wait for it to dry and then put it on, or wait for it to get tacky, but I don't. I just go ahead and put it on. then it sticks to my finger. I feel it gives me more time to like work it around and make sure I've got it in the right spot. Although this, right, I always tend to put it too far out, and then this one I always tend to put it too far in. But nobody seems to notice it but me, so it's alright. Everyone's human. You're gonna make mistakes when you're putting on your makeup. There you go, false eyelashes. From time to time, I have this little jewel saying that I'll place some of these on my forehead just for funsies. I have like this little black moon. I have this little galaxy thing. I have this little, used to be a mood ring. It's a heart. I just took the ring off of it and used it. I have this little moon. Came off a necklace. I have this little jewel that come off a necklace as well. I've been enjoying this one a lot, so I've been using it quite often. I wonder if I should use this one or this one. Well, I've been enjoying the pink lately, so we'll just do the pink again. And I just use eyelash glue. I just place eyelash glue all around the jewel. Once I've got my glue on there, I just try to get it as straight as possible. Make sure there's nothing underneath there like cat hair. Place it on. You get like a few seconds to adjust it. And then it's on. I put mine rather low because my bangs cover it a little bit. So it's not a big deal. Obviously this is not a step you have to do, it's just something I like to do. And then I've been using this Urban Decay Persuasion mascara. That's what it's called. I can't remember things. Normally I use this Lash Princess one from Essence. This one's my favorite, and it has one of those like curved ones that I like. But I got this one as a free sample when I bought my last thing of mascara online at Ulta. So I was like, alright, I'll just use this up first. I just put enough in there to sort of disguise my eyelashes into the falsies. Get my inner corner to stand out a little bit. Use it on my bottom lashes. though, and then I put, if I'm not actually going to do my brows, like with product, I'll just put a little bit of black mascara in them, because I like the way it looks. Just enough to give it that darker color. And then I will take a clean spoolie. I have this one from Sonia Kashuk. Just spread the black around. And I like how mine arch, so I go back and make sure that I have that arch going on. Clean up any little mess ups. And then I call that done. And this is the finished eyeshadow look. And I did a double liner. You can do whatever you want. This is just how I do it. And thank you guys again for requesting this video. I am so sorry that it is so long. If you have any questions or comments or any eyeshadows looks that you've seen on my Instagram that you'd like me to do, I'm more than happy to do that. I am sorry that this isn't the best quality video, so you can't really see like 100% what's going on. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to making more videos for you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me show you what it looks when I put... My bangs are a hot mess right now, but obviously I would brush them out and whatnot. But generally speaking, this is pretty much the finished look, pretty much. I'm usually a little bit of a hot mess. I just do whatever. So, like I said, you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for hanging out with me while I get ready for school. And I hope everything works out for you in the future, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe below.